purpose. That's the goal of 18 Hampton Roads millennials who joined forces and wrote a book.
Yeah, each chapter is a different story of struggles, but more importantly, triumph over tragedy. They wrote in with one goal in mind: to inspire our youth. 10 on your side's Laura Caso has the story in her Taking Back the Community report.
From the young man who was robbed and shot after a homecoming game in Norfolk, to the sixth grader who couldn't stop thinking about the kitchen knife that she could use to take her own life. Or how about the mother, now a local teacher, who spent 4 months living in her car at Mount Trashmore? I read the book, each chapter very different, each one inspiring in its own way.
I'm considered a role model to preteens and adults alike.
Taya Dees is reading a chapter of her own story. 6 years ago, Taya was the victim of abuse.
He ended up beating me very severely, left me with 7 broken bones, a fractured skull, and a broken nose.
Homeless, she lived in her car at Mount Trashmore in Virginia Beach for 4 months with her baby.
It was some nights that I literally had suicidal thoughts because I said, I can't do this.
But she did. Taya finished her degree at Norfolk State. She's now a teacher in Chesapeake, and she's getting her doctorate next fall.
If I don't tell my students daily, hey, look, this is why we're here, this is why we keep going, this is why we do, I push through this, I push through that, then they wouldn't understand that they can do it too.
Using her story to inspire her students, using this book to now inspire the world.
I was moving to Oklahoma City, and I just got the idea from God. He says, you're going to write a book.
Brenton Sims is from Chesapeake. This book is his brainchild, a message from above, he says.
It's like, yeah, and it's going to be an anthology, and it's going to be a collection of stories from young people that are just like you.
He called his friends from childhood, college, everywhere in between, 18 of them. And within 7 months, the book was published, 99 and 2000.
And I want the angle to be purpose.
Showing kids in our community that anything is possible, no matter what the circumstance. In Crystal's circumstance, she contemplated taking her own life in 6th grade.
You're ugly, you're stupid, you're never gonna amount to anything.
She was bullied constantly.
And I just knew, like, a thought came to my mind, hey, go to the kitchen. There's a knife. That's what you're going to do. That's what needed to be done in order for me to feel, you know, at peace.
But eventually, Crystal found peace in her faith. Now this mom of 3, she helps teens who may face similar struggles.
There's so many people that need the blueprint and see what it takes to kind of work together. And we have people from all around the world that are included in this book.
In his chapter, Buy Back the Block, Cameron Bertrand talks about the night he got shot during a robbery while leaving a college homecoming game.
People left me on that ground to die.
He's developed chronic pain disorders since, but he's also developed the skills to educate others on mental health. Now the founder of a local mentorship program, Violence Intervention and Prevention.
But know that I went through that just to make sure that I can live to see another day, and I was kept here for a reason.
Writing this book changed my life. When I went back to read it, I read it in the eyes of like an 18-year-old or a middle school child.
Children, a common thread. The reason this book was created to inspire our youth.
I honestly think the only reason why I pushed through is because I had so many other people who told me, hey, look, I got through it.
For Taya and the others, they are showing our community there is light at what may seem like a very dark and long tunnel.
Being in a domestic violence relationship taught me how to treat people.
Chapters of wisdom, lessons, and overall, a story of taking back our community.
My name is Taya Dees, and I literally use pain within processes to progress and obtain all the goals that I set for myself. You can too.
You can too, and you can purchase the book online. You can even meet the local authors. They've had book signings throughout Virginia. For more information, head to wavy.com. Laura Caso, 10 on your side.